Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Jacksonville Jaguars franchise here on Madden 21. We are in week 5, where the Jaguars will travel to Houston to take on the Texans in another division battle, our third, and now we will complete having played every team in our division at least once, and we're coming off a very good victory last week. We put up 43 points against the Cincinnati Bengals, and had a great day offensively as well as defensively. I think we only gave up 22 points at that point, but the Jaguars are right back at 500. They won their last 2 games and are now coming into this game, and their only losses have been 2 of the division. So, will this week be any different? I think there's a lot of momentum being built here in Jacksonville, and it's led by that man right there, James Robinson. Robinson had 21 carries for 145 yards and a touchdown last week. He helped control the game against Cincinnati and allowed Gardner Minshew to play really well. Now, we go to Houston, another division game. It's going to be tough, but the Jaguars have all the momentum. We'll see how it goes. And Josh Lambo gets set to kick it away, and we're underway. And it's going to come to Randall Cobb. He's going to be a couple yards deep. He takes it out. He's across the 15, the 20, and he gets bottled up there, and it gets across the 25 to the 27, and that's where the Houston Texans will begin, led by Deshaun Watson. You see the numbers. They're not very good right now. 3 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Not a whole lot positive going on, as the first play is a toss to David Johnson, and Johnson gets a couple before he gets tackled by Jared Wilson. Second down and 10. Going deep immediately, and that's caught. And that's going to be a first down to Will Fuller. Will Fuller beats C.J. Henderson off the line and gets a big gain right away. That is not how you want to start if you're the Jacksonville defense. You've got to be better in coverage than that. That's the first hit at midfield. Once again, a handoff to David Johnson. He makes a couple of guys miss, and he's going to get across midfield down to the 44-yard line. Second down and 4 here. And it's going to be another give to David Johnson. This time he gets stacked up, but he breaks a tackle, and he gets brought down by Sidney Jones, a yard short. And it's third down and 1. And another give to David Johnson on a delay. He spins off of Jared Wilson, spins backwards, and gets brought down by Leon Jacobs. Now we go to Kansas City. We're starting big, where Patrick Mahomes is going to spin and launch this one, and it is a 71-yard touchdown to, well, guess who? Tyreek Hill. And just like that, Chiefs are up 7-0. Back to Houston, they are still on the drive. And pulls it outside, and that is caught again by Will Fuller against C.J. Henderson. First down and 10, Watson takes the snap. It's a play action pass. He gets chased, but wide open on the outside is that Will Fuller again? It is Will Fuller again. He has got all over this defense. Now we go to New York, where early in the first quarter, Sam Darnold's going to get picked here by Patrick Peterson. Patrick is going to run this all the way back. The future Hall of Famer makes it an early 7-0 Cardinals lead. First and goal. There's the handoff to David Johnson. Johnson is going to get stopped right at the half-yard line. The second and goal. Snap again, handed David Johnson. That time, Josh Allen breaks through, and he makes the tackle, and it's going to be a loss. So it'll be third down and goal from the 5. Watson in the shotgun. He takes the snap. He throws to the end zone, and it's intercepted. It is intercepted by Jared Wilson, and Wilson thinks about running it out, but then takes a knee. And just like that, the score that ends. Now we go to Tennessee, where early in their game against Buffalo, Derrick Henry's going to take this one in from 15 yards out, and it's an early 7-0 lead for the Titans over Buffalo. Now here comes Gardner Minshew to start the Jaguars drive. Minshew, 6 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Did a little better last week, did not throw an interception, but still got to keep those under wraps. He gets the snap here on first down. He gets hit immediately as he throws. Nobody was open. Second down and 10. And there's a stretch to James Robinson. Robinson gets lifted up off his feet and taken down. That is Bradley Roby. Third down and 10. Minshew takes the snap from the gun. Throws over the middle, and it is knocked away by Garyon Conley. And that's a 3-and-out for Jacksonville. Now we go to Baltimore, where Jordan Burrow's going to connect here with A.J. Green. And A.J. Green breaks a couple of tackles, goes 24 yards, and the Bengals are now up 7-0 on Baltimore. Now back to Houston. They're going to start here. First down. Watson rolls out to the outside, and he hits this incomplete to Darren Fell. He gets knocked away. Second down and 10. Watson again in the shotgun. He gets the snap. Looks, throws over the middle to check down, and that's incomplete. Knocked away by Avery Jones, who's actually in coverage. Third down and 10. Watson throws, and that's caught by Randall Cobb, and he's not going to be able to go to a first down. Now we go to Pittsburgh, where the Steelers are going to get on the board early here. Deontay Johnson makes a 4-yard touchdown catch, and the Steelers are up 7-0 on Philadelphia. Go back to Houston. There's a first down for Jacksonville as James Robinson gets a couple. Sends Ewan Cole in motion. He gets the snap. He's looked. He throws to the outside, and that is caught. That's caught by Tyler Eifert up at the 40-yard line. Nice catch and a nice route on that deep corner. And off another stretch to Robinson. Robinson was able to roll off a couple of guys there and pick up 4. Snap again to him, and he bounces out, and he's going to get gang tackled again. And now Andrew Norwell is injured, and he is going to head into the locker room. That is a huge, huge blow to Jacksonville's offensive line. Minshew on 3rd and 6, throws to the outside. That's caught by Keelan Cole. He's got a first down across midfield to the 45-yard line. Minshew now on first down. He takes the snap, throws quickly. That's caught by Westbrook. Westbrook has another first down inside the 35 down to the 32. Jacksonville here on the drive here. And there's a fake end around and a handoff to Robinson. And Robinson's going to bury himself in there and get a couple. Second down and 7. Minshew takes the snap. He throws over the middle. That's caught. That's James O'Shaughnessy. That's a first down. They're inside the 20. And now McDermott is injured. And he was the replacement for Andrew Norwell. Jaguars lose an offensive lineman like it's no one's business today. That's a 1st and 10. There's a quick throw to the outside. That is caught. That's caught by DJ Chark down at the 1-yard line. What a catch he just made. And it's going to be first and goal for Jacksonville. Here we go. James Robinson, and he's going to power it into the end zone. It is a touchdown as Jacksonville is able to get into the end zone. Robinson, once again, just a hammer down in there, and he does indeed break the plane. It's not by much. Going to wrap up tackle there by Bernard McKinney, but it's 7-0. Houston takes over. 1st and 10. Throw over the middle. That is knocked away. Good coverage by Miles Jack. Second down and 10. Watson sends full forward motion. He takes the snap. He looks. Quick throw, and that is incomplete. Once again intended for Fuller, but Leon Jacobs is in coverage. 3rd down and 10 again. Watson to the outside. That's caught. What a nice catch. That's Randall Cobb. That's a first down. Excellent throw and catch there. Start of the second quarter. Watson on the screen here, and that is off the helmet of Devon Hamilton. Incomplete second down. Watson throws quickly, and that is dumped off to David Johnson. He gets a couple. Now back to Pittsburgh, where the Eagles are able to strike back as it's going to be a touchdown right there, and it's 7-7. 3rd down and 5 for Houston. Take a quick throw over the middle. That's caught. Will Fuller makes a man miss, gets across midfield into Jacksonville territory at the 44-yard line. It's a first down. Now takes a snap, and it's a play action, and he's going to get wrapped up here and dropped. That's going to be Miles Jack. He's going to sack Watson for a loss back at the 45-yard line. It's only a loss of 1, but that's still good defensive pressure. Second down and 11. Watson spins, throws, dumps it off to David Johnson. Johnson breaks a man miss and gets out of bounds at the 37-yard line. Watson now under center with a bunch formation. Couple fakes, throws quickly to the outside. That's caught by Fells. Fells has a first down. He was wide open on that play. Jaguars did not defend the pass. Double A get pressure. There's another handoff to David Johnson. He gets wrapped up by Miles Jack on that arm tackle there. 2nd and 6. Watson throws to the outside. That's almost intercepted by C.J. Henderson. Good coverage on his play. 3rd down and 6. Watson takes the snap. Throws, dumps it off again to David Johnson. Nobody's covering him. And that's another first down inside the 20 down to the 15-yard line. Johnson now shifts out of the backfield on 1st and 10 from the 15. Watson gets the shotgun snap. Throws quickly. They're Darren Fells. And Fells is once again down. That's a big one of 10. He's inside the 5. It's 1st and goal. Now we go to Atlanta, where Corn Elder here is going to get the interception off Matt Ryan, and he's going to take it back all the way. Carolina right there with the big return for the touchdown. They're up 7-0. Atlanta, one of the last few remaining unbeaten. No first and goal here, and it's a fullback dive, and burrowing his way down inside the 5 down to the 2. And now a second and goal and a quick throw to the over the middle. That's caught for the touchdown. And who else? Will Fuller. It is now 7-7. Now we go to Tennessee. Buffalo's able to strike back as Josh Allen's going to roll out to his right here, throw and hit Cole Beasley. And Cole Beasley takes it into the end zone, and the game is tied in Tennessee at 7. Back to Houston. Jacksonville fakes the stretch, and it is incomplete, intended for DJ Chark. 10, Minshew takes the snap, goes over the middle. That is almost intercepted, intended for D.D. Westbrook. Now 3rd and 10, Minshew takes the snap again. Looks, throws to the outside, and that is caught. Nice spinning grab by D.D. Westbrook, and it is a first down, a pickup of 21. Minshew with a pump fake and a handoff to Robinson. Robinson gets a couple, but there is a flag, and it's going to be a holding penalty. So that's going to back up Jacksonville. The penalty is on Tyler Eifert. Once again, the guilty party. He's had a string of those lately. 1st and 18, and the jet sweep goes to D.D. Westbrook. He gets tracked down, but he does pick up 3. The 2nd and 15. He gets the shotgun snap, looks, and it's hit as he throws again, and it is incomplete. Now we go back to Pittsburgh, where the Steelers are once again able to score here, as this Chase Claypool is going to make this catch, and the Steelers are up 14-7. Minshew takes the snap here on 3rd and 15. Not a whole lot you can do here. Takes a shot for their Keelan Cole, and it is broken up by Bradley Roby. So that's another wasted possession here, as Watson is hit as he throws by Devon Hamilton. He is really making a good effort here. 2nd down and 10. Watson with all kinds of time now. He hits. No, that is dropped. Dropped by Will Fuller. He was wide open and he just dropped it. Now 3rd down and 10. Watson takes the snap. Looks, throws, just dumps it off to David Johnson. Johnson fights a couple of Jaguars off, but only gets 8. And 4th down and 3. Jacksonville takes over after good field position here. And there's a handoff of James Robinson. Robinson bounces off a couple of guys and gets across midfield. The 47. On 2nd and 8, takes the snap. Quick throw. That's caught by DJ Chark. Chark gets inside the 35 down to the 30-yard line. A nice first down catch. DJ Chark. First down, and there is a counter play to Chris Thompson, but he gets taken down immediately. Good play by Bentley Waffles. Minshew now on 2nd and 11, makes the throw to the outside. That is caught by D.D. Westbrook at the 9-yard line. Good throw to the outside. What a catch. And back to Tennessee. Titans driving it right down the field again, and guess who? Derrick Henry right up the middle from 6 yards out. That's a touchdown. Tennessee back on top, 14-7. Now 1st and goal. Jacksonville takes snap here, throw over the middle, and it is intercepted. Intercepted in the end zone. That is Lonnie Johnson. He brings it out. He breaks a couple of tackles and gets to the 5-yard line. Bad throw. Watson takes the snap here on 1st down. He retreats all the way to the end zone. Now he rolls out. Throwing to his left. Yeah, he feels like he's going to take off. He throws it way downfield, and it is incomplete. Good coverage. Trey Herndon paying attention there. 2nd down and 10. Watson, 3-step drop. Good throw over the middle. That's caught. That is Brandon Cooks. Cooks is up to the 21-yard line. Nice throw to get him out of that deep hole they were in. Now we go to New England, where Cam Newton is going to hit Damiere Byrd, and Byrd is going to tumble his way into the end zone. And that is a big lead now for New England. Watson takes a snap on 1st down. Rolls out, throws, that is incomplete. Good coverage there. 2nd and 10. Watson quick throw in the middle. That's caught by Darren Fells. Fells picks up 8. And now a timeout as Jacksonville. Houston tries to preserve time. Another quick throw over the middle. That's caught by Randall Cobb. And another timeout. 42 seconds until halftime. Watson takes the shotgun snap. Throws over the middle. That's caught again by Darren Fells. Gets a couple. Now the clock is running. Takes the snap. Looks. Throws over the middle again. That's caught again by Fells. Fells breaking tackles and carrying defenders across midfield. First down and 10. Watson throws. That is caught by Brandon Cooks, but Cooks is going to get taken down inbounds, and that is going to end the first half. Very, very quick half we had here. It is tied at 7. Jacksonville and Houston have been pretty evenly matched here. Jacksonville not really able to get that run game going, but they made a bad turnover. They could have had the lead coming in here, but neither team really do much. So now we have the halftime scores here. You see Carolina up 13-0. The Rams and Washington are scoreless at the half. Philadelphia and Pittsburgh 14-7. Cincinnati and Baltimore 13-3. New England up 13-3 over Denver. So we have some late scores from the second half, or from the second quarter here, as Devin Singletary in Buffalo, or in Tennessee's game, and he scores, and it is tied at 14 at the half. But the bigger story actually happened in Kansas City, where Derek Carr is able to hit Tyrell Williams for this 29-yard touchdown strike. And on the preceding possession here for Kansas City, with only 22 seconds left, Patrick Mahomes is intercepted by LaMarcus Joyner, and Joyner takes it back, and the Raiders are up 20-10 at halftime against the Kansas City Chiefs. So now we go to the Thursday game. This is pretty much a dominating performance here as the Buccaneers, led by Tom Brady, there's a touchdown to Rob Gronkowski. That made it 10-0. And another touchdown here is going to be Ronald Jones. He gets into the end zone. That was a Sean McCoy. And this is the Ronald Jones touchdown. It was 24-0. That was the final. Bears got dominated. And this is our game here. Like I said, it is tied at 7. Both teams struggling mightily. But this is what happens when this is a division game. And you're going to have these kind of problems. So let's see if Jacksonville can turn it up in the second half. Second half kickoff now underway. D.D. Westbrook is going to take a knee. He's 8 yards deep in the end zone, so Jacksonville starts first and 10 from the 25. Only 12 rush yards in that first half. And they're going to try to improve on that immediately as the handoff goes to Robinson. He picks up 4. Second down and 6. Another handoff to Robinson. That time he gets a little bit of a block and gets outside and picks up the first down. He's up to 20 yards. He now takes the snap. Look, throws to the outside. That is caught by Keelan Cole. He's got a first down up at the 48-yard line. Down in the eye. Another handoff to Robinson. That time he is met and dropped. Dropped right there. Oh, Scarlett on that play. Second down and 11 after the loss of 1. 2. Play action. Rolls out. Pedaling around, throws, and it is caught. That is a catch. That is D.D. Westbrook inside the 20 down to the 18-yard line. Another big catch for D.D. Westbrook, who signed his contract extension just last week. As a matter of fact. Now first and 10. Takes the snap, tries to get Robinson. Robinson gets corralled in the backfield again. Running just not working today. First and 10. Another handoff to Robinson. And again, he gets stopped. That's Bernardrick McKinney on that stop. Third down and 7. Not a whole lot going on here. Big shoot. Shotgun snap. Looks. Throws to the outside. And wide open. Touchdown. DJ Shark. He has just been all over it this season. That is his 5th touchdown catch. He just beats this man off the snap. That was Vernon Hargreaves. He got torched. And it is 14-7 Jacksonville. Houston now takes over in the I formation. There's to give to David Johnson. They're also trying to improve their running, and they only had 18 yards. And there's a nice carry for David Johnson. Second down and 4. We'll get to David Johnson. Gets a nice hole up the middle, and he's across the 30 to the 35-yard line. First down, Houston again. There's the snap, and there's pressure. They're trying to set up a screen. There's a sack. That is Devon Hamilton. Once again, the rookie making plays. Now we go to New England. Cam Newton's going to roll out here on first and 10, and he is just going to go untouched. 24 yards to the end zone. That is another touchdown for New England as they expand their lead 20-3. But in the ensuing drive here, Drew Lock is able to hit Tim Patrick, and Patrick slips through a couple of tackles. He goes 70 yards And it is now 20-10 New England, but the Broncos are not out of it. Now back to Houston in the 2nd and 17. There's a blitz, and there's a sack. That is a sack for Josh Allen. There we go, the first-round pick trying to lead this defense. 3rd down and 26, and there's off coverage. And Watson's going to roll out. He's got a lot of green in front of him, but he does have Joe Schobert in front of him, and he will slide down. Now we go back to New York, and there's a quick throw to DeAndre Hopkins, and Hopkins is able to burn the defense for 45 yards and the touchdown. And just like that, Arizona's on top. And here's a first down handoff to James Robinson again. 13 rushes, 24 yards. Just nothing happening right now for this running game. And they fake the stretch. There's the throw out to Keelan Cole. Cole is going to pick up the first down as he's able to cross the 40 up to the 42 yards. Good throw, but I do something to replace this running game. Another handoff. That time Robinson gets a big hole. He gets across midfield, and he's down at the 46-yard line. That is his best run all game. 14 carries, 36 yards. Not much production today. He takes the snap. Flips switch to the outside. That's caught by Westbrook, and he had to go up for it, and he gets wrapped up and brought down by Bernardrick McKinney. 2nd and 10, so no gain on that play. Westbrook comes in motion. Another fake, and another play action. Looks, throws, and that is dropped. Keelan Cole hand fighting with the defender, couldn't make the catch. 3rd down and 10. Another play action fake. Minshew rolls out. Look out, and he gets hit as he throws again, and it is incomplete. Now back to Kansas City, where Anthony Sherman is able to plunge it into the end zone here for 1 yard out. Kansas City is now down 20-17. Houston takes over. Watson is hit as he throws again. That's caught by Randall Cobb. Cobb gets taken down. And there's a gain of 1, technically. First down, 2nd down at 9. Watson rolls out, and he gets another first down on the scramble up to the 38-yard line. Gotta have somebody watching those. Now we go back to the Jets and Arizona, as that's going to be picked up by Patrick Oluswar, and he's going to take it into the end zone for the touchdown. And 10-10. And Watson on 3rd down, first down is able to hit Randall Cobb again. Cobb gets brought down. Pick up of nothing. Watson takes the snap again, rolls out again after the pressure, as he has all this green in front of him. He's across midfield, inside the 40, and he gets stopped right there at the end of the 3rd quarter. Now we go to Atlanta, and Matt Ryan is able to hit Calvin Ridley on this 2-yard slant route. It's a touchdown. Falcons getting back in this game. Watson now on first down, started the 4th quarter. He takes the snap. Rushes on, and he's going to get hit and sacked. Technically, that will be a sack for Avery Jones. It's a loss of 1. We go back to Tennessee. Buffalo now able to get back into this one as they were down 14-17. And John Brown gets the touchdown. They're up 21-17. And here's a screen to Duke Johnson. Johnson outruns Taven Bryan, shakes the tackler, and gets brought down at the 33-yard line. Pickup of 7, we 3rd down and 3. Watson under center, takes the snap, hands it to David Johnson. Johnson breaks a couple of tackles and gets across the line to gain. He gets the first down. No, it's actually 4th and inches. They're going to go for it here, and Devon Hamilton missed right at the snap there. And then we go back to Baltimore, where after all the struggle, the Ravens are able to tie it as Dez Bryant catches the touchdown. And we are all locked up at 13 here. Watson takes the stacker on first down. He looks over the middle. That's caught by David Johnson on the dump off, and he gets a couple. Gets tackled by Trey Herndon. They get look here on 2nd and 5. Watson chased again to his right, and he's off and running. He gets chased down by Devon Hamilton. What a play by the rookie. Now we go back to Baltimore, where they tied it at 13, and then William Jackson is going to make this interception of Lamar Jackson, and he's going to run this all the way back, and Cincinnati is now up 20-13. Once again, it's 3rd and inches. Watson under center. He takes the snap. Quick throw. That's caught. That's a first down. And weaving his way inside the 10 down to the 5 is the backup tight end. First and goal. Watson shifts David Johnson into the backfield, and is there going to be a flag? It's going to be a false start. No, it's actually a delay of game. Delay of game on that rollout there. Now we go to Pittsburgh. And the Steelers once again able to strike here as Roethlisberger hits Juju Smith-Schuster. And the Steelers now firmly in control of that one. Watson now on first to go from the 10-yard line. Quick throw over the middle again. That's caught again by the backup tight end. Watson now hands it to David Johnson. Johnson gets taken down at the goal line by Joe Schobert. And on first and goal, or third goal, David Johnson is able to punch it in this time. Touchdown, Texans. And we are once again tied. And this one is at 14. Good run there. There you see David Johnson able to muscle his way past Joe Schobert. Get it. Now we go to New York. And Kyler Murray is able to run this one from 5 yards out. And it is now 24-10. Arizona on top. Minshew now under center here. He takes the snap, hands it to Robinson. Robinson fights through one tackler, is able to pick up 4. And a handoff here again to Robinson. This time he gets a couple of blocks, and he drags a defender across the line to gain. Good run there. It's starting to get something going here. And we go to Atlanta, and Brian Hill's going to bounce off a couple of tackles, and now Atlanta now leads 14-13. 5 minutes to play here in the fourth. There's a screen set up to Chris Thompson. Thompson was able to escape Bernard McKinney's pursuit and get out of bounds up at the 43. It's a good, nice gain, first down. Play action for Minshew on this play. Goes over the middle. That's intercepted. He threw it right to Lonnie Johnson again. Johnson breaking tackles. He gets almost back to midfield. Another bad pass. There was some pressure, but you got to look better than that. That was a bad throw over the middle. Lonnie Johnson was sitting there in robber coverage. You just got to be able to read the field better than that. Really bad throw and a bad turnover. And speaking of turnovers, this is just an unbelievable sequence here. Sam Darnold's going to get sacked here by Isaiah Simmons. It gets recovered by Jordan Phillips. Phillips runs it in for the touchdown to make it 31-10 Arizona. And no, you're not seeing the same highlight twice. This time Jordan Phillips causes the sack. It's recovered by Corey Peters. He runs it in for the touchdown. Just like that, it is 38-10. Now there's a shotgun here, first and 10. He gives it to David Johnson. Johnson fights through a couple of tacklers and gets up to the down to the 41-yard line. Big step on second and 1. Little dump off again to David Johnson. Johnson fights off one tackler, gets brought down by Josh Jones, but he's there inside the 30. There's a throw to the outside. That's caught by Randall Cobb. Cobb breaks the tackle of Sidney Jones and gets bumped out of bounds like Ray Herndon. First down at the 15-yard line. Texans trying to take advantage. There's only 3 minutes to play here. Watson takes the snap. There's a screen that's set up, and Watson drifts back way too far, and he gets sacked. Taven Bryan. Watson just drifted way back. It's a 28-yard line. That's a huge loss. 5 total sacks for Jacksonville. Now we go to Tennessee, and Buffalo is able to pick up on their lead. That is a touchdown to Cole Beasley. It is now 28-17. Watson on second and 22. After the sack, he gets a throw to the outside by David Johnson. Johnson gets brought down by Sidney Jones. 3rd and 10 from the 15. Watson takes the snap. Looks. Throws. And wide open there is Randall Cobb, and he's in. I guess that's a touchdown. They're going to look at this, and he hit the pylon, so that's a touchdown. And now we go back to New York, and it's just getting worse here. As Sam Darnold is going to get picked off here by Byron Murphy Jr. He's going to go all the way back. It is now 45-10. Cardinals all over the Jets. With a little over 2 minutes. Down 21-14. Where have we seen this before? Westbrook takes the kick return back to the 23-yard line. So once again, in a division game, Jacksonville trying to get back in it. And there's a throw quickly. Spin move by Keelan Cole. Cole fights ahead and picks up a first down. And we go to Baltimore. Ravens still trying to hang in this one as Marquise Brown gets the touchdown. It's 23-20. Here we go. Minshew in the shotgun, minute 56. He takes the snap. Looks, goes to the outside. That's caught by Westbrook. Westbrook has to chip his feet and gets brought down inbounds. Jacksonville now on the move. Hurry up offense. Minshew now changes the play. Takes the snap. Looks, it's a screen. That's Chris Thompson. Thompson has a blocker out in front, and he's able to fight off a tackler and get out of bounds at the 49-yard line. There you go. There's a nice gain there. Minute 28, and he gets out of bounds. 1st and 10. Minshew dumps it off again. That's James Robinson. Robinson gets out of bounds at the 43. Now we go to Carolina, where the Panthers are able to strike back here, and Christian McCaffrey is able to score, and the Panthers are on top now, threatening to end Falcons' undefeated season. 2nd down and 4 here. Minshew takes the snap. He looks, dumps it off, and that's caught by James Robinson, but he gets brought down immediately by Bernardrick McKinney. 3rd down and 1. Minshew now still in a hurry up. Follows the signals. Takes a snap. Looks, throws, that's caught. That is a 1st down at the 30-yard line. Inside the 30 down to the 29, that's DJ Chark. Minshew now hurries him up again. 47 seconds. Clock is running. Jaguars have all 3 timeouts, just not using them. Minshew changes the play now. Clock's still running. This is not good clock management right now. He takes the snap. He looks. He throws. That's to the outside. That is a caught. No, that's incomplete. Intended for Keelan Cole. But there's a flag, and it's going to be a roughing the passer call on Whitney Merciless. Now we go back to Pittsburgh. The Steelers just put icing on the cake here. That is a James Conner touchdown. They're up 30-6. 28 seconds to play here. Minshew takes the snap. Looks, gets hit as he throws, and it's incomplete. 24 seconds now. Minshew takes the snap. Looks, throws, and wide open! That's Tyler Eifert. He gets into the end zone. It is a touchdown. Jacksonville with a brilliant drive there. Looked like they were wasting a lot of clock, but they actually were able to capitalize and take it into the end zone, and this game is tied at 21 and looks to be headed for overtime. 20 seconds to play, and the Texans are apparently content to go to overtime. So here we go. First overtime game of the season. Houston and Jacksonville, and the Texans will get the ball first. So this is going to be on the Jacksonville defense, which has been hit and miss today. They do have a lot of sacks, but they're still giving up 21, so not a whole lot of room for error here. But if you do get the stop, all you need is a field goal to win the game here. You can't give up anything you can't give up anything other than a field goal here. And the Texans will start at the 28-yard line. So here we go, 1st and 10. Quick throw, that's caught. That's Darren Fells. And on 1st down, the Houston Texans will pick up 8 to the 36. And there's a toss play to David Johnson. Good cut block on the outside. Johnson is not able to shake out Josh Jones, but he does have a 1st down at the 42-yard line. And now another give to David Johnson, and this time Leon Jacobs is there to stop him for a loss. 6:06 to play in overtime. Watson scrambles, rolls out left, and looks like he's going to take off, and he gets redirected out of bounds and only picks up a couple. Now 3rd and 9. Watson takes the snap, looks, and dumps it off to David Johnson, but that's incomplete. So Jacksonville accomplishes the first part of their goal here, and they get the stop. And this kick is going to go inside the 10 and out of bounds at the 4-yard line. So Jacksonville is now behind the 8 ball here. Minshew takes the snap, hands it to Robinson. Robinson gets a nice hole, but is quickly shut down by J.J. Watt. 7. Another give to Watson. Robinson bounces outside and gets stopped this time by Zach Cunningham. That's there, 3rd down and 4. Now they get something here. Minshew takes the snap, looks, throws over the middle, and it is caught. A big-time catch by D.D. Westbrook, and that's a 1st down at the 21-yard line. Jacksonville able to get out of the shadow of their own end zone. Minshew now takes the snap. There's a pitch to Robinson. He pounces, he tries to bounce up, but gets redirected back inside and brought down. No gain. Minshew now takes the snap. Throws, and that's almost intercepted by Zach Cunningham. 3rd down and 10. Minshew takes the snap. He looks, and he's going to get sacked. He's sacked, he lost the ball, and it's recovered by J.J. Watt. Watt breaks a tackle. He's into the end zone. And this one is over just like that. The Texans win on a fumble recovery by J.J. Watt. Heartbreak again for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Unbelievable. You can't turn the ball over as many times as we did today and expect to win, and that's just what happened. Unreal. Here you see it. He just gets around the edge there. There's the sack. There's J.J. Watt. He's just Johnny on the spot. He picks it up. And just a bad play offensively, and there you go. That's how quickly it ends. So we had a couple of other overtime games here. Atlanta is able to tie it here at 20. And then in overtime, they're able to take the win 23-20, staying unbeaten. They're once down 13-0. Came back and won. Kansas City is able to get the win here in overtime against the Raiders. And Washington and the Rams. Yeah, you didn't see a lot of highlights of this game because it didn't exist. This is the only one. Antonio Gibson, he scores, and the Rams, or the Washington football team, win 9-3. As far as our game goes, this one stings. It does. We played pretty well, but Minshew threw 2 interceptions. Robinson only had 57 yards. We probably should have ran the ball a little bit more. Minshew just made those mistakes. That's what pretty much cost us this game. You throw an interception in the end zone, you throw an interception to give the Texans field position, and they capitalized on it. The only person who played well today, obviously, was D.D. Westbrook, 7 catches for 107 yards. Chark at 4 catches for 61 yards, nice touchdown. But it's going to be the turnovers. We got 5 sacks of Deshaun Watson. And at the end of the day, it doesn't even matter, because Gardner Minshew threw 2 interceptions and then fumbled. This one's a heartbreaker. Charles Omenihu is the one who got the sack and forced fumble. And Lonnie Johnson had 2 interceptions. That was the story of this game. It's rough. I think we did well enough to win, but just came away from it. And there you see Andrew Norwell is going to be gone for 6 weeks. Now we have all the finals here. Buffalo over Tennessee. Pittsburgh rolls Philadelphia. Arizona crushes the Jets. Baltimore loses to Cincinnati. And these are all the late games. San Francisco loses 30-7. Giants shut out Dallas. Cleveland knocks Indy out of the unbeatens. Seattle over Minnesota. And then the Chargers beat New Orleans. And now we move on to Week 6. Week 6, we're at home. We're playing the Detroit Lions. The Lions are 1-3 at this point. They just are not a really good team, I guess. The stats just don't show it. What the Lions have been doing is getting up on teams and then failing to hold the lead most of the time here. There's not a whole lot here. This is a team that is trying to rebuild. Matt Stafford is still a good player, but there's not a whole lot here. And I know I've said that the past 3 weeks, and we went 2-1. I said it last week when we played Houston, but you know what? It's not the same thing. Matt Stafford is a good quarterback. He's probably the best quarterback the Lions have ever had. Doesn't mean he's going to be throwing it all over us. The running game is Adrian Peterson. You still got DeAndre Swift. You got Kenny Galladay and Marvin Jones. I'm more worried about TJ Hawkinson. We saw Darren Fells do well against us today. Their offensive line is okay. Nobody here besides Frank Ragnow is a world beater. And you got Joe Dahl at tackle. And I don't think there's too much. I think we should be able to get some pressure on Stafford given our offensive line. Or given their offensive line, our defensive line. Austin Bryant's going to start from Romeo Okwara. Trey Flowers is still a good player. You got Everson Griffin coming up. Then you got Julian Okwara, who obviously may not get a chance. But this defense is just, it's all over the place. They just use so many different formations. They're a multiple defense under Matt Patricia, and I think you gotta have an identity, to be honest. And they just don't have one. They got a bunch of okay players, but players that certain players fit well in a 4-3, some fit better than a 3-4, and they're just trying to run both, and I don't think that's a recipe for success. That's why I don't know why I think that. But anyway, that's where we stand right now. That's a heartbreaking loss that we just had. I'm eager to get over that immediately and head back home and take on the Lions, and hopefully that we can bounce back after this tough loss and get it back together. It's going to be rough, but I think we can bounce back. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next week.